All right, there, Lawson Live coming to you from Southern California here. Happy Wednesday, wonderful Wednesday. It's 4:01 p.m. It's October 18, 2017. Just want to do a short video here on Jesus Campos, right? Jesus Campos goes missing, right? The security guard that got shot at the Vegas massacre in the casino, Mandalay Bay. The missing security guard, Jesus Campos, disappears, supposed to do all these interviews, disappears, and now, guess where he ends up? On the Ellen DeGeneres show. Surprise, surprise, Bob. So I want to read this. I think it's suspicious. I think it's crazy. I think it's obvious that this is a massive cover-up. Here's some of the headlines. LA Times. Wounded casino security guard vanishes from Las Vegas and surfaces on the set of Ellen. What? Yeah. That's the LA Times. Again, here's Business Insider. The unarmed security guard, unarmed? I thought, what kind of security guards? Anyways, the unarmed security guard hailed as hero after Las Vegas shooting appears on Ellen after mysteriously vanishing. I'm going to read from some of these articles right here. All right, let's take out LA Times. The LA Times is a total CIA propaganda warehouse, right? Okay, but anyways, so wounded casino security guard vanishes from Vegas and surfaces on the set of Ellen. Here it is. The mystery is over. Las Vegas security guard Jesus Campos has been found. On the CIA set of Ellen. Oh, I mean on the set of Ellen. Oh, okay, yeah. Today, Wednesday, Ellen DeGeneres, or is that Degenerate, whatever, television talk show is expected to broadcast the much-anticipated first interview with the Mandalay Bay resort and casino security guard, who was the first shooting victim in the October 1st massacre in Las Vegas. All right, I just watched the clip. I don't like to watch. I mean, listen, hey, do I dislike Ellen? Yes. Do I pray for Ellen and love her in the Lord? Of course I do. Do I agree with her? No. Do I know that she's working for the New World Order? Yes. I watched the... Now, is she talented? Of course she's talented. That's who the New World Order recruits. You think the New World Order is going to recruit untalented people? I just watched this on YouTube. It's from the Ellen Show, right? This was just hung off the press. I noticed some people are rejecting this video because you have 3,000 people give thumbs up and 412 give it a thumbs down. Yeah. Ooh, that's got to bug Ellen. Anyways, Ellen meets Las Vegas survivors Jesus Campos and Stephen Schuck, who's this guy? This guy is apparently the engineer who went up there to see what Jesus was doing. Yeah, so they both appear on the Ellen Show today. Ellen sits down with Mandalay Bay security officers Jesus and the engineer of the building, one of them, I guess, Stephen Schuck. Shucks. Who were the first people to encounter the assailant on the night of the mass shooting. Now, I think it's very strange. Let me just say this. They sit there. Why did he go? Why did Jesus Campos and Schuck go on Ellen's show? They were scheduled to do several interviews last week, right? And they end up, even Hannity on Fox was supposed to interview this guy. Why go on Ellen? Why not Campos just do multiple interviews? Campos can't do multiple interviews. Why? Because it would be unscripted. The New World Order cannot have Campos do several interviews because it would be unscripted. There would be too many questions, and he may say something that the CIA, run by the Jesuits, the New World Order, Vatican, doesn't want him to say, right? I noticed that, I'm going to post these links and these articles and these links and the Ellen YouTube video here. I noticed that as Jesus Campos was speaking throughout it's 8 minutes and 34 seconds. Stephen Schuck, the engineer, is always putting his hand behind Campos. So Stephen Schuck is always putting his hand, on the back, the leg of Campos. And I thought, well, you could look at that and say, well, that's just for comfort, or that's enough said. And obviously, Jesus Campos looked terrible. I mean, he looked stifled. It looked like someone had got to him. He was stumbling over his words. He was downcast. Whereas Stephen Schuck smiling. I mean, take a look at the picture. Jesus Campos doesn't. I don't think he ever smiled. And after watching the 8-minute, 34-second Ellen video clip of her sitting down with these two gentlemen, I thought, man, I just put here a few points. Number one came to my mind. There was no questions about the multiple shooters. Were there multiple shooters? It was all diagram. You came to the hall here. You saw this. Bullets came through the door. The guy came up, cut and dry, boom. It was that, only on the floor. Not, what do you think about the shooting? Who do you think the shooter was? Was there multiple shooters? I came to my mind. I thought, what? This narrative was like the CIA wrote the script for Ellen and her two guests just to follow. Boom, boom, boom. And Ellen, you could see, brought out her little diagram, and she's pointing, you did this, you did this, you did this, Didn't let him wander. Didn't let Campos or Schuck go off script. They couldn't talk about anything except what Ellen put on her little picture diagram. Oh, you went here, and you went here, and you went here, and you went here. And right away, I thought, what the? No questions. Ellen didn't say, what do you think? What do you think happened? Who do you think, this guy is? What's going on? Was it shocking? What's your thoughts on this? No questions were allowed. No free thinking. And no questions on the shooter himself. Or simple questions like, obviously Ellen, it's been 2 weeks. Obviously Ellen and the guests, they know what's going on. People around the world are questioning this shooting, this massacre. Obviously there's more questions than you were here in the hall, blah, 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 blah. I mean, yeah, we want to know the other stuff. We don't want to know the CIA script. Yeah, no questions about multiple shooters. What do you think of the guy in the room? I put another point here. No questions on the release of security cameras. Ellen has her little board out there, the little picture board of telling us what happened in there, and a picture of the Mandalay. It's not even from a footage. It's just Ellen's show creates a picture, a map of the hotel. We don't want that. We want to see some security footage. We want to see some. We want to hear the audio and see the security footage of the thousands of cameras. Why do we need Ellen telling us in the hallway, oh, this is where you were and this is what you were doing? No, hey. So I noticed that there was no questioning or no mention of security cameras. No. It was Ellen, the Hollywood script CIA show. Yeah. And at the end, this is, at the end of her 8-minute segment with Campos and Schuck, I noticed that she gave them a gift. And by the way, of all the things that Ellen could give to them, what do you think Ellen gave as gifts to Campos and Schuck? Think about it. She said they didn't want money, and they probably get money behind the scenes. That's probably why. So Ellen says, you said that you didn't want money because we wanted to give you money. for your Hollywood performance. He said, oh, no, you didn't want money, so we gave you another gift. So I think, Ellen talks to Stephen Schuck, the engineer, first and said, well, we know you're a big fan of the Colts NFL football team. So we gave you season tickets to the Colts. I thought, what's in the news every day? Besides the massacre from October 1st in Vegas. The NFL people kneeling down or opposing it. Every day. And Ellen says, we're giving you, Stephen Schuck, the engineer, we're giving you season tickets to the NFL Colts football team. Is that not scripted? Is that not weird? And she could have said anything. Then, okay, if that's not weird enough, Ellen looks over to Jesus Campos and says, and for a gift for you. Now you think she's going to give something else. Oh, no. She stays on the NFL and says, we're going to give you season tickets to the Raiders when they move into Vegas. Oakland Raiders NFL team is up in California. But in a year or so, they're moving their franchise into Vegas. So she says, again, she's promoting the NFL's rebellion, in my opinion. She sticks to the NFL. I'm giving you season tickets, Schuck, to the Colts, and we're giving you, Campos, season tickets to the Raiders when they come, when they're finally moved into Vegas. I mean, if that's not a clue, then I don't know what is. Yeah, I mean, who's really promoting the NFL right now? Well, it's sure not the conservatives. It's sure not the people that are burning their jerseys, saying that the NFL is disrespecting the national anthem and therefore this country. And Ellen, right in the face of the biggest protest against the NFL in history, is promoting the NFL by giving these two guys that haven't been seen and won't do any interviews anywhere else, giving them NFL tickets, season tickets, when people for the last weeks have been burning their season tickets. Oh, if that's not a if Ellen's not a CIA operative, then I don't know who is. Yeah. NFL promotion. Yeah. Wow. All right, let me read some of this article right here. I usually do my Facebook Live show right now. I think I'm going to do Facebook Live right after this. So if you're wondering, Daryl, your programming has changed today. Well, due to Ellen DeGeneres show, CIA scripted Hollywood production, I have changed my scheduling today, and I'm doing this video on Facebook Live first. Yeah. And even though I've done a live Facebook this morning as well. So this is my second live show today, and I should pop in and do one more quick headline, Daryl Lawson Live on Facebook right after this. Don't forget, I have thousands of videos on that I've done personally. You can go to DarylLawson.com and check out all my thousands of videos on this subject and everything else. Yeah. Okay, let me read here from the LA Times. Here it is. The mystery's over. Las Vegas security guard Campos has been found on the set of Ellen. DeGeneres television talk show is expected to broadcast the much anticipated blah, 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 which has probably gone on already right now, yeah. DeGeneres tweeted a photo of Campos holding a cane on the set yesterday alongside the maintenance engineer Schuck, who was also shot by the gunman on the 32nd floor. So Schuck was also shot by the gunman? Well, that's weird. They didn't mention that today. DeGeneres tweeted a photo of Campos yesterday holding a cane alongside the maintenance engineer, who was also shot. Oh, shot at. Okay. Because they say Campos was shot in the leg. Okay, shot at. Okay, by the gunman on the 32nd floor at the Mandalay Bay Hotel. We all know that. Blah, blah. Tell something we don't know. The news ended 5 days. Well, the news that the Campos went on Ellen. The news ended 5 days of speculation. 5 days, and how does Campos end up on Ellen? Well, they have to have spin. There's too many questions, too many people with too many videos telling the truth about Vegas that they have to put Campos on Ellen. Now, it used to be that Oprah was the main mouthpiece for the CIA, and she still works for the CIA. Yeah, you know, Obama is a CIA operative. Yeah, so if a president of the U.S. is a CIA operative, who else is? Yeah. I'm just saying. And don't forget, the CIA works for the Vatican. Okay. The CIA is a rogue foreign government. Well, it's really a hand or a branch of the Vatican that controls most of the U.S. government, most of the U.S. military, and a lot of the stuff that goes on in the U.S. and a lot of countries. Yeah. Well, I'm going to allude to this article here in a moment that I just, thinking about all of this, I thought, well, this is a very interesting, here's one, let me see. Here's one that came out, was it July 4th? By the, well, here's the heading at number one. I think it's the medium.com / insurge intelligence. Anyways, here it says, exclusive documents expose how Hollywood promotes war on behalf of the Pentagon, CIA, and the NSA. All right. And here's another one here from the Free Online. July 4th of July, 2017. Documents expose direct U.S. military intelligence influences over 1,800 movies and TV shows. Exclusive documents expose the U.S. military intelligence influence. Oh! So, nothing to see there, Bob. I'll put the links up here to these articles here, yeah. CIA and the intelligence agencies influences more than or over 1,800 movies and TV shows. Okay, back to the LA Times. The news ended 5 days of speculation over the whereabouts of the security guard. Where did he go? Who was shot as he passed outside the gunman Stephen Paddock's hotel. Gunmen. Should be gunmen. Hotel room, and who holds important information. On who knew what and when as the shooting rampage got underway. Now, that wasn't discussed at all. It was just quick and concise about that floor, and that's it. What about what he knows after it? What about where he went after it? And what he saw before the shooting? And what he thought about all the guns in the room? And how could, if you're the security guard, did you see the shooter or the shooters bringing bags into the room? You're the security guard. What did you see before the shooting? None of that. Reporters had been looking for Campos to help explain what happened in the moments before Paddock began firing at the crowd. Now, again, it's at what the gunman, singular, Paddock did. This is MK Ultra mind conditioning, CIA programming, yeah. Reporters had been looking for Campos to help explain, but he went bye-bye. Explain what happened in the moments before the gunman began firing and how long it took for police to respond. You never hear that. Ellen didn't say anything about that or didn't ask about that. Ellen was told what to question him about, yeah. And now it goes on to say shifting timelines given by police and shifting timelines, they changed the story, by police and near total silence from Mandalay Bay owners have left Campos as one of the only potential sources of first-hand information. Well, it's just total bull. He's not one of the only first-hand sources. There's 20,000 people, first-hand sources, that the mainstream media is ignoring. First-hand information and how the shooting rampage unfolded and how the hotel responded. In a recording of his appearance on Ellen, Campos, who said he was doing better each day, but slowly but surely. I mean, I didn't even show his leg, right? And show us your scar, show us your bandage, or I mean, that's all fine, but we're not here to hear about your leg, dude. I'm glad you survived. Obviously, you're alive. You're here. Next. Confirmed, blah, blah, blah. Doing better. Confirmed he had been called in when he... confirmed he had called in when he was shot before the full rampage began. But he gave few other details. Surprise, surprise. That would answer nagging questions about the response of hotel security and Las Vegas police. Yeah. Hey. Appearing in a gray suit with a cane. I didn't see the cane. Campos said he got an alert for an open door. Blah, 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 blah. We don't have to go through that. I'm not going to go through that. Yeah. And just too boring and too scripted and too, I was up there, I went, he shot at me, and that's all. And I got hit in the leg, and the other guy showed up, and that's all I know. Ellen could have said, what about the timeline? What about the other security? Where are the police? All right? If the gunman or man is shooting at you, are they still shooting outside? How many people actually died? Have you gone to the funerals? Right? Of course, they thank the first responders. It's just all scripted. DeGeneres hinted that Campos would not be giving any more interviews. This is weird. So Ellen said, well, we know that, everybody's asking you for your interview, but you decided, it's too much for you to talk about it. So you came on my program and that's it. That's exactly what Ellen said. DeGeneres said that Campos would not be giving any more interviews. Why? Because they'll kill you. Because the CIA will suicide you? Oh, yes, Bob. Oh, yes, Bob. I was looking at a HollywoodReporter.com article on, it's called CIA LGBT Doc Angle of Ascent. Screens in West Hollywood and Ellen DeGeneres should be proud. It's the connection of the CIA and Ellen. And the CIA using the LGBTQ community. HollywoodReporter.com. This is May 24th, 2017. Oh, nothing to see there. How the CIA, now under the cover of compassion for the gay community, but it's not, that's a cover. It's really the CIA controlling the narrative in, to, and from the LGBTQ community. Oh, yes. Yes, sir, Bob. Talking about CIA liaisons between the CIA and the LGBT community. And it's not because, listen, it's not, do you think the CIA cares about the LGBTQ community? Oh, are you nuts? The CIA runs ISIS all around the world, and they throw gays off buildings. All right? The CIA is not contacting the LGBTQ communities because they care about you. They want to use you. All right? Yeah. Now, the CIA says, well, we're committed to fostering a diverse and inclusive environment with the LGBT, and it's supposed to be Q communities, but whatever. Oh, no, you want to control them. Just like they control Ellen. Oh! I'll put this link up here in a moment. Anyway, I was reading that earlier as well, yeah. And, there was another one that I looked up as well. There was speaking about the movies, the CIA scripts in Hollywood. Now, isn't it interesting that the Vatican, which is the most perverted organization in the world, the Vatican, controls the CIA. The CIA is totally perverted. And the CIA controls Hollywood, who's totally perverted. Is it not the same beast? All right. Just saying, Bob. Yeah. And there was another article I just was reading here. It was one of the Americans. It's about Russians, KGB people living in the U.S. in the 70s or whatever. You know, the Americans, yeah. And how the CIA, just totally scripts it. Right? It says showrunner and co-creator Joe Weisberg is a former CIA agent. Having worked for the agency, because of this, the CIA has to approve. The CIA has to approve all the scripts of the Americans to ensure that the show doesn't reveal any classified information. So if you don't think the CIA runs Ellen, the CIA doesn't run the movies and the TV commercials. Oh yeah, and the NFL. Oh, why do you think Ellen promoted the NFL today? When she knows, and America knows, that this is the biggest protest against the NFL in U.S. history. Why would Ellen promote the NFL knowing that the NFL has lost ratings and sponsors and people are burning their season tickets? Why would she give NFL tickets to them on this show in the midst of the greatest rebellion against the NFL? Because she was told to. Because the NFL is run by the CIA. Wow. Cheers. Ellen hinted that Campos would not be given or not be giving any more interviews. No more interviews. Only me, because I'm CIA. Not be, and by the way, let me throw this in the mix. In the book of Daniel says that the Antichrist will be a homosexual. You know that, right? Yeah, and the Antichrist, Obama, is a homosexual. Yeah. Well, the New World Order cannot promote biblical teachings that go contrary to their agenda. So the New World Order has to promote anti-biblical behavior and sexual behavior, anti-biblical sexual behavior. That's on their top. That's the people on the top of their lists. Yeah. It's no wonder that Ellen will not have Donald Trump on her program, because Donald Trump cannot be scripted. He's unpredictable. The CIA Ellen operative cannot control Donald Trump. And Donald Trump represents the rebellion against the New World Order. Love it. Think about it, though. And let me throw this in as well. So, Ellen's gay. The Antichrist is gay. The Vatican Pope is gay. The Vatican promotes anti-biblical sexual behavior around the world. Who do you think runs the perverts in Hollywood? The Vatican does, yeah. And through the CIA. People are upset with Harvey Weinstein, and they should. But who put Harvey Weinstein and who kept Harvey Weinstein in power? The CIA, the Jesuits, and the Vatican. Oh, just thought I'd throw that in there. Yeah, okay. So Ellen said that Campos would not be giving any more interviews after appearing on her show. Oh. And that appearance was unpaid. Quote, this is what Ellen said today. You can see it in the video. You're talking about it now, she said to Campos, and you're not going to talk about it again. What the? Ellen said. Adding, we of course wanted to give you money, and both of you were very, very specific. You said you don't want money. You don't want money at all. Well, they can't. Ellen, I mean, they probably gave them money behind the scenes, but they couldn't be seen on camera as giving Campos and Schuck money like they're being paid to say certain things. No, you can't have that too obvious there, yeah. Speculation, it goes on to say about Campos' whereabouts had begun after he mysteriously left Vegas and his hotel room Thursday, where he was preparing for televised interviews on the Sean Hannity show. Can't have that now, because Hannity would probably ask questions that would further reveal what really went on, yeah, in the Vegas massacre. Not the scripted CIA Hollywood Ellen show, yeah. So Campos last Thursday was preparing for televised interviews on the Sean Hannity show on Fox, as well as news shows on CNN, CBS, ABC, NBC. But no interviews took place, suckers! David Hickey, president of Security, Police, and Fire Professionals of American Union that represents the security guards at Mandalay Bay, told the Times that he was attending a meeting with MGM representatives in one room of the suite as Campos waited with a security guard hired by MGM, yeah, probably CIA agent on the other room, and another union member in the other living room. When the meeting ended about 2 p.m. in the afternoon, Hickey and Campos no longer were in the room. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. And reporters went to Campos' house, and the people at the house said, we are not allowed to talk about it. You could tell when it looked like Campos, when Ellen says, we're not going to give you money, it looked like he was kind of like, I really want money. Yeah, watch the video. Yeah. Wow. I'm going to skip down here in the article. It's just too wordy here. Campos wants to tell his story at a time and place of his choosing. Spokesman for the MGM Resorts International said. Wow. I wouldn't be surprised if the CIA gets a book written for Campos, for Jesus Campos. Yeah, if there's not a book deal where Jesus won't write it, the CIA will write it for Campos and put it out as another narrative out there so people can read it. Ooh, and continue the MK Ultra. Yeah. Mind control. Programming, yeah. And don't forget, if you go back to WikiLeaks.org, back in March 2017 of this year, WikiLeaks revealed how the CIA was hacking everybody, not only in the USA, but around the world, even using your Samsung smart TVs. Remember that? I pulled up an article here earlier, looking at it again. It says March 7, 2017. WikiLeaks began its series of leaks on the U.S. Central Intelligence Agency, codenamed Vault 7. Remember that? Man, I hope to God that WikiLeaks leaks all the stuff about Vegas. Julian, where are you? Scooby-Doo, where are you? Scooby-Dooby-Doo, Julian Assange, where are you? We need your help in Vegas now. Oh, do, Julian Assange. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, Julian Assange. Well, we need it. Now, I think there's a lot of information that has been coming out because people's cell phones and all that are catching and have caught things about multiple shooters, different windows, not just two windows being broken, etc., etc., etc. Even, recently, gunships. The possibility of helicopters coming in with machine guns shooting the crowd. I alluded to that yesterday. What? Yeah. Julian, where are you? Scooby. Yeah, I don't know if you read it. I think I did a video on this back in March. WikiLeaks began its series on uncovering the spying of the CIA. It's called Vault 7. Ooh-wee! Oh, yeah. Spying on everything. On people with their TVs and releasing malware, computer malware, programs, to screw with not only the U.S., but the world. Yeah. Wow. All right. So, I mean, this article, I mean, I didn't read this whole article. I'm not going to. Let me just cap it off here. Jesus wants to tell his story at a time and place of his choosing. Like I said, I think the CIA will probably come up with some kind of book that they write for him, and they pay him behind the scenes. Yeah. What would you do? Get killed, get suicided by the CIA, or go along with the plan and get some money on a book deal or some kind of interview and get money that and shut your mouth to stay alive? What would you do? Yeah. You know, I heard years ago that even Hitler didn't write Mein Kampf. That the British intelligence agency, yeah, the British government wrote Mein Kampf. For Hitler, yeah. Well. Let me see here. Written by... Mein Kampf, written by the Jesuits. Ooh, I mean, I'm not going to talk about that, but just type in that and follow where it leads. Surprise, surprise, Bob. I might just typed in here. Let me see. What, 2 seconds? Yeah, well, the Jesuits shot JFK. Here's one. Did Jesuit Friar Stamfel write Mein Kampf for Hitler? Jesuit manipulated Catholic Nazis. Here's one. According to Professor Walter Vieth, the secret behind secret societies, he claims that Mein Kampf was written by the Jesuit priest, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Well, and should we be surprised that Ellen, the Ellen Show, is not the Ellen Show? It's the Ellen /CIA show, yeah. /Jesuits, yeah. The LA Times requested an interview with him. He asked that everyone respect his request for privacy. We cannot be more proud of Jesus. Las Vegas police initially stated that Paddock shot Campos through the door of his hotel suite on the 32nd floor midway through his attack on the concert, essentially credited Campos with turning Paddock's attention away from the music festival. But police later said that Campos was shot 6 minutes before the attack began. Or were there multiple shooters in the room? And did someone else come to the door while the other guy was firing out the window? But police later changed their story and said that Campos was shot 6 minutes before the attack. And then the officials changed their story again, stating that Campos was shot moments before Paddock began his attack on the concert. Yeah, so Jesus Campos, what should I say? What should I say? I don't know what to say. Don't worry, Jesus Campos. We'll put you on the Ellen Show, and she will guide you as your operative, as your handler. Ellen will be your CIA handler, and she will just point things out on a board, and you just say, yes, yes, yes. And that's exactly what happened. Police and casino officials have said that Campos promptly reported the gunman to the hotel security, and that police officers and armed security responded immediately to the 32nd floor. The first officers to get to the floor arrived 12 minutes after Paddock had launched his assault on the crowd, and 2 minutes after he had stopped shooting, raising questions about how quickly the hotel had informed officers on the scene about Campos' report. Oh, my. Just a Hollywood script, isn't it? Yeah. Well, anyways, I wanted to just throw this in here, and I 100% don't believe Ellen. I believe Ellen is working 100% for the New World Order. I think she's CIA. I think she's a CIA operative, and I think she was chosen because she has an anti-biblical lifestyle, And that's what the CIA, which is run by the Vatican, who has an anti-biblical lifestyle, wants to promote on the planet. Yeah, the New World Order is an anti-biblical agenda. Antichrist, false prophet. All right, that's 40 minutes. All right, I'm out of here. I can go see all my videos at DarylLawson.com. Check them out. Pass this information to other people. I try to connect the dots, right, in the spiritual realm and the physical realm. We are fighting the beast. Read Revelation chapter 13. It talks about the Antichrist arising in these last days and the false prophet. The Antichrist is Obama, Barack Obama, if you don't know. The Antichrist is Obama, and the false prophet who helps Obama get back into power is Pope Francis. Yeah, and they are working feverishly behind the scenes to get Obama back into power for another 42 months. Read that from Revelation chapter 13. Yeah, all right. So, and if you want more information on that, watch my videos. I have over 2,000 videos combined on YouTube and Facebook, all archived there for your convenience. Go to DarylLawson.com. All right. These are the last days, my friend. Jesus is about to return. All right. Jesus, the Messiah, is about to return. So if you're not born again, Spirit-filled, get born again, Spirit-filled. Jesus, wash my sins away. Fill me with your Holy Spirit. Get in the Bible and do it. Watch all my videos so that you can grow in wisdom and knowledge and discernment and help fight the beast and not be eaten by the beast. All right. Yeah. Daryl Lawson Live signing off. Continue to pray. Continue to fast. Continue to tithe in these last days. It will help you keep the armor of God in your life if you hear and do the word. If you just hear the Bible but don't do it, you're also walking in New World Order deception. All right, DarylLawson.com. Don't forget I have a donation button on there, DarylLawson.com. Tithing is of the Lord. Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 to 12. I'll see you later, DarylLawson.com. 16 times live a week. I'll see you online, and I'll see you later.